regional level, national level, doing lots of things. I'm also very involved here in the area. I am a faculty member overseeing the ballroom dance program at BYU, Idaho, which we have a large program there. But we also have a large youth program in Rexburg of about 400 dancers, believe it or not. So I'm very excited. Louis called me and said, hey, would you help? And I said, yes. Louis is very persuasive, and some others in the room know. Yeah. So we're here, and I won't talk a lot about USA Dance, so we have a very special other person here who can, I think, do some of those things. It's a big deal to be in the World Games. That's a big deal. I've been involved helping USA Dance, work with the USOC, being on the board and things, and so I'm very excited about that, those opportunities for your children, and to help with that. I also organize events in the area for many years, and probably the big thing I would say is our first Special Olympics Utah Dancesport event will be the first weekend of March. So if you will please put that on your schedules. We will be holding that in Spanish Fork at the ALA School, the American Leadership Academy. Yes, in Spanish Fork. And we started in there last year, and we're going to integrate into that event this year the Special Olympics Dancesport and all that means. And then hopefully after that, we hope to actually have 4 events a year for your children to participate in, which will actually make this area the biggest dance sport for Special Olympics, in the whole country, believe it or not. Utah will be the hotbed. We have a young lady that came and danced with Ken, who I know very well. Rumba, you'll also start seeing other people come from all over the country here to dance, because we will have the opportunities that they won't have in their area. Also, just as a side note, in Idaho, we have 6 or 7 programs running, 3 or 4 of which are Darby programs, who I've met with in Boise, and we have 2 over in eastern Idaho, and we have another ballroom group that's starting in Boise. So we have a program planned up there in April. I think we'll start out very similar to this as a demonstration, and then we will be adding other events up in Idaho as well that you can bring your children to and participate in under Special Olympics Dancesport guidelines and rules. So with that, thank you for this evening. I'm really enjoying the show, and I'm really excited to work with Louis and others. There's some of the parents here. We are putting together a board. We have a small one. We'd like to have a larger one. And I'd really like to have some of the parents involved helping with these programs, or whatever your skills are. That would be wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Sean.
Talking about being appropriate for the job as president, dance studio owner, competition organizer. More competitions here in Utah than in his home state, Idaho. Was I stupid to ask him to be the president? I don't think so. And if you tell me, well, yes. Oh, that will be a hard yes. With me, you have to give me a hard no, and I might leave you alone. Anyway, we have a special treat for you. What people don't know, and I didn't know that until 2001, moved from Europe to New York City, 1997. Yes, I'm 49. Then, for the first time, I went to Center Stage in Orem. Kim Grosso, one of my best friends, owner of that studio. She tried for 5 years for me to come to teach at her studio, and I thought, what's in Utah? I lived in New York City. That was the city of dance. Until I came. So in 2004, I left New York City, I moved to Utah. Dance is the #1 art form in Utah and supported by you, whether it comes to special needs or not. Whatever dance form it is, Utah is the place for dance. And I love the fact that we are the first state they're gonna have Dancesport. So, on that note, Ballroom Dancesport is the highest in numbers here. And one of these couples that are performing for you tonight, they are an amateur couple, and they offered their time to show you a ballroom dive to blinding lights. Please welcome Brennan Williams and Kennedy Miller. Jive. Music, please. Besides now Special Olympics Dancesport, did you know that every junior high, high school, college, university, state of Utah has a ballroom dance team? BYU and UVU have an accredited ballroom dance program. For me as a ballroom dancer, I am so proud of this state for so many reasons. And your snow. So thank you guys. Okay, the next one. It's a team with many names from different countries. And try not to screw it up. Hip hop to perm. Have any of you ever had a perm? Well, this song is all about it. And I love it. The Spectrum has 2 schools, not just in Pleasant Grove. This one is from North Salt Lake City. Please welcome athletes Isla Hum, Sophia Ronels, Susie DeLeon Huggard, Naomi Norlam, Aya Walker, Christopher Lester, Olivia Lane, and Anna Rossetti. Plus their unified partners, Melissa Rossetti and Teresa Lopez. Thank you all for coming. That's a big group. Are you ready to hip the hop? Woo! I'm ready when you are. Are you ready? Ready to show them how it's done? We got thumbs up.
Mean and angry, mean and good. I know you didn't get your head down, so you can just sit down and just sit still.
Hey, we're trying to have a good time tonight. Let's go, baby. Let's go. It's my birthday. I just want an autograph. You and your friends. Gotta do it in the penthouse. That's why I came in my bed. Can't dance. You gotta rap. Put your phone down. Let's get it. Put your Instagram and your Twitter. Don't be like, whoa, wait a minute. Take them. Flip shoulders up. Blow it up. Let's work. Do some curve on your attitude. Let me show you what you got to do. You gotta get back. Show how it's back right now.
Thank you. I'm just reading out Anna Rossetti and the Unified Partners, Melissa Rossetti. Is that Mom? Well, then, can you please come here?
All right!
So just to confirm, Anna is your daughter? How wonderful is that? Mom and daughter in the same team. Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome. I just want to confirm that. Because how many, thank you guys so much. Awesome. How many of you, parents, have a dream deferred? I don't dance anymore, but I used to. We're not asking you to be a pro dancer on Dancing with the Stars, but if you have interest in doing a duo or a couple or be part of a team like Anna and Melissa, please do it. 2 months ago, I was in Austria judging the very first Special Olympics World Championships. And from Seattle, there was a mother and son combo doing a waltz. The song alone did not help. There was not one dry eye in the room. So special. Not special needs, special. Category, team. Oh, not as many names, good. Dance style, jazz. Song, Party in Rio. From Utah, dance artist South Jordan. Please welcome athletes Nathaniel Love, Sophie Erickson, Sadie Seacrest, and Travis Willis. Take your time. You didn't see anything. Nothing going on. We're good? Yeah. Good Things Utah, they came and offered their time to perform. So thank you guys for joining us Tuesday morning. And on Tuesday, we were at 150 RSVPs. After Tuesday, we went to 300 very quickly. So thank you for your contribution over there, you guys. Let me remind you, these teams all started in September or October. Just reminding you. And no unified partners in this one. Proud. Category. Couple. Dance style. Ballroom cha-cha. Oh, I love that song. Can't stop the feeling. I can't stop the feeling that I just want to join Special Olympics Dancesport as unified partner. From Spectrum Academy, Pleasant Grove, please welcome Anna and Braxton Mullen. You ready? Thank you guys. So, many of us have just met. I've made these notes, but you have the both last name. Are you married? Oh, you're brother and sister, aren't you? Are you? Brother and sister teams, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys so much. I just wanted the audience to know all that. Thank you. Brother and sister, both athletes. And to keep that cha-cha rhythm, awesome job. So you can be brother and sister, athlete, unified partner, both athletes. We just can't have both unified. That's another world. Earlier, you saw him perform as a unified partner. This gentleman owns his own ballroom dance studio, has been dancing with Laura Lemon 14 years. This man has opened his doors to his own dance studio for that long. Work together. When we were in Abu Dhabi during the Special Olympics World Summer Games, dance was announced a sport as part of Special Olympics International by the man himself, Tim Schreiber. I hope you all know that name. His mom, Eunice, started Special Olympics. And Eunice, yes, you may do that, Eunice. I'm going to have to tell you now, if you didn't know, Eunice was John F. Kennedy's sister. And there was another sister in that family that had Down syndrome. Sorry, autism. Fact. And in that time, you would never see her. Ooh, I'm so glad I wasn't born then. Shameful. But Eunice stood up for her sister and said, I'm going to start this organization. And it is going strong. Every World Games, there's at least 7,500 athletes. And when you go to the opening and closing ceremony, you will get 45, 50,000 people in the audience. So if you want to have perspective, the Special Olympic Games is as big as the so-called regular Olympic Games. But back to Abu Dhabi, proclamation was signed between SOI and the World Dancesport Federation. Earlier I said, to make Dancesport, we needed to affiliate with the world organization, World Dancesport Federation. And this was all done in a matter of 9 months. They wanted Special Olympics part of the regular World Dancesport Federation. In the United States, the national body for the World Dancesport Federation is USA Dance. And I am so happy that Mr. Ken Richards, who was the Unified Partner Dance Studio owner, happens to be the president of USA Dance National. And please give Mr. Ken Richards a warm welcome, because thanks to him, we are here. Thank you, Ken.
Thank you.
From Delaware.
Thank you, Louis. So, he basically stole my speech. You've never done that before. This is such a beautiful opportunity and so eye-opening, but what I want you to do first is give yourselves a round of applause for being here for this special occasion, supporting these athletes in this cause. Louis said it's because of me, but it's not. It's because of you. It's because of the athletes. It's because how much we care. It's how much we want to make this happen. USA Dance is a volunteer organization. We derive our funding from membership fees and some corporate sponsorships, and we need your love and support, continuing to help with your manpower, with your help of the Utah chapter, and all of these types of events. And the marvelous volunteers that are putting this event on also deserve some recognition and a great round of applause. So I hope you join me. I've met some great athletes from neighboring states. Everyone is so excited. Of course, as you heard, USA Dance is the national member body of the World Dancesport Federation. The World Dancesport Federation is the official Olympic recognized dance sport organization. So all forms of dance, competitive dance, fall under the World Dancesport Federation's umbrella, as well as USA Dance has that same responsibility in our country. We have had we worked through a chapter structure, and you met Sean Fisher a little while ago, who's the president of the new Utah chapter, our very first chapter in the state and very newest chapter inside of the USA Dance organization. So we're thrilled about that, and the team has been working hard. And you can't imagine all the work, opening bank accounts, insurance, music licensing. There's many things that go in behind the scenes, and lots of board meetings that I've been having with Louis since back before I even was elected, back November, as we were moving forward with plans to see how this was going to work. So what happens next? Well, we need this kind of support and this kind of energy across the country, and we'll work through the chapter network of USA Dance, but we also need to work with Special Olympics and make them recognize this is something that has to be turned on in every state so that we can bring this into a national championship and, of course, bring funding forward to bring these athletes to these world games and world events that Louis was talking about. So it all starts here. And I thank you for being here, and I thank you for your support, and I look forward to many more of these and larger venues with lots of great athletes. And thanks, Laura.
And thank you, Ken. Another special treat. The brother of the younger Brennan from the Jive Now it's the older brother with his partner. I've known him since he was 10 years old. He's now married with children, but I know him when he was doing juniors in Orem, and now he's a grown-up man. Thank you for donating your time. I'm so glad I said it before we started the show. This song Stand in the Light. Thank you guys. Thank you. Are you with me, those lyrics? Judging the World Games. You all know Lagoon? Roller coaster park? Well, judging the World Games, go on the scariest roller coaster, and you'll go through every emotion there is to be experienced. It is so special. But that's not on my card, I'm making it up from the experience of being there And in 2025, all of our athletes have the opportunity to qualify to go to those World Games. Category solo, performing arts, to the song Flashlight, to the lovely athlete that gave me my beautiful life. Because you wonder, why is he wearing one? Well, thank you. Whitney Rasmussen for her solo. Please start the music.
When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. When tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes, tomorrow comes. And though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and in the dark I found this hope that I won't fly. And I sing along, and I sing along.
Thank you, Whitney. Please come back. Please come back. Awesome job. Oh, no flowers. Sure, you got flowers. But thank you for mine. Whitney, can I get a hug? May I? Well, then come here.
We're off to see the wizard of Oz. We can't get the wizard of Oz. He's never wizard of Oz. Come, come, because of the things he does.
Thank you, Whitney. Amazing. And then we wonder, what is normal? I'd say normal is boring. Category couples. Oh, I have to, because some of you are thinking, dude, you're talking about duos and couples, but that's two people. Well, in jazz or any other form than ballroom, we call it a duo or a duet. In ballroom dancing, two people, we call it a couple. Capiche? Clear at home? Yeah, okay, we got that sorted out. Well, ballroom couple, samba, to the song Never Give Up by Sia. Never give up. Please welcome, back from Maryland, but now as a couple, athlete Robert Wellop and his unified partner, Jackie Moreland.
Call to the sea.
And your flowers. I'm so proud. These are my two sons, Jonathan and Daniel. And, my husband is over there leading backstage. And when Josh and I decided to adopt, we learned from going to the World Games about giving back. So, these boys, have it up. It's not about them, but they're learning about giving back, and they learn about what it means to volunteer. And it's not about that, but what is the fun fact I want to share with you, downstairs where all the athletes are, they were asking, so are you a unified partner? I didn't do it. Last but not least, category team, dance style, ballroom, swing. Life in Color. I love that song title. Life in Color from the Spectrum, Pleasant Grove. Please welcome, wish me good luck, Gracie Ashworth, Jamie Hyde, Anna Mallon, Braxton Mallon, Bella Naylor, and Jordan Nielsen as our athletes, and their unified partners, their buddies, Greg Brower, Lindsay Epling, Isaiah Gonzalez, Wyatt Sorensen, Celeste Walker, and Joe Biden. Please give it up. Spectrum Pleasant Grove. Music please.
I do my best to find some kind of glow. I'll give you some the darkest grace. The sun bursts, clouds break, and we see from the streets of
Take it in. Take it in. And why don't you relax and stay right here? Just relax and stay right here. I would like to have Debbie Dupay, Amy Baker, and Brooke Maxwell on stage, please. We're missing Brooke. Oh, Brooke. You were so quick with your emails and responding the last 9 months, but being on stage on time? This is not in script. I made it up as we went along. The owner of the dance studio, Utah dance artist, Brooke. If it weren't for her, we may have had 3 performances. But because of you, and what you do, and being in Darby's Dancers Dance Studio, without you, this hair would all be gray, or I would have none on my head, so thank you so much. I want to hand you the mic because it's important for you as parents that might not have a child on stage tonight that wants to join. And it's so important that everyone knows you're not alone. There are so many people out there that don't know yet that they can join. So, where can they join? What days? What time?
Thank you so much, Louis, for your kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to be here tonight, and I just have to first share my heart is so full. I love the special needs community, and I love being a part. Our dancers can be a part of this amazing event, and it has brought so much joy and love and camaraderie with our parents and our dancers and our families, and so we have just enjoyed this experience so much. So as the owner of Utah Dance Artists, I started this studio about 20 years ago, and my vision from the very beginning was to have a studio where our dancers would shine on stage, but also in life. And for me, that has been the more important component of what we do, that we are not only creating great dancers, but we're creating amazing kids. And so we started our special needs program about 8 years ago, and then 5 years ago I went to a workshop and I met Valerie, and if she remembers, I still remember our meeting. She was telling me all about her Darby's Dancers program, and I just sat there and cried. I'm like, I have to be a part of this. We already have a program. So at our studio, we do have a Darby's Dancers program. We right now have 3 classes going on. It's been going on for 5 years. The 2 classes, we started a new one this year with our amazing director, Ashlyn McBride, and her mom, Joanette McBride. And I'm sorry, I have to share this really quick. We have amazing families and sponsors within our studio, and one of our sponsor families is here tonight, the Browns. We just have thankful there. And our classes right now, they are, and then we started a new class this year with a new teacher, Megan Swenson, who choreographed a beautiful ballet duet. But we right now have about 35 kids on our waiting list, but we are anxiously trying to get teachers and get these classes started. But we would love to have more dancers join our studios, because this opportunity has just made another avenue for them to achieve their dreams and again learn so many life skills as dancers. So we're so happy to be here. Thank you.
Dance could be a career, Marie, not just a hobby. Debbie, well, you have your own mic.
I brought my own mic.
When I called Debbie, I texted her. We know each other for quite a few years. Texts could take days before I get an answer, or before she gets an answer from me. Would you like to join Special Olympics Dancesport in September at your school? 5 minutes later, yes, I'm on board. So thank you, Debbie, for starting SODS at the King's Junior High School. Please tell people who are close to parents, who are parents of Kearns. Gosh, Tooele took me a few years to get right. Anyway, please share with the audience. Where is Kearns? What is it, and who can join?
Kearns Junior High is located in the Granite School District, and anyone that lives in Granite School District boundaries can come and be a part of our program. So it's open to anyone that lives in the boundaries. We practice bright and early at 7 a.m. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you are interested, my email is on the Special Olympics Utah page.
Special Olympics Dancesport Utah.com. Special Olympics Dancesport Utah.com.
So please send me an email for more information. And Louis knows, since he knows me personally, I have 2 children that are on the spectrum, and they actually attend Pleasant Grove Spectrum Academy.
I want to ask you a question. That's because, again, so you're a mom of more than 2 children. 2 of them are on the spectrum. You teach at the junior high school, and you teach SODS. How do you do it?
Well, luckily, adding in something like SODS just brings so much joy to my life that it's really easy to get up in the morning and go spend time with children that need people that care about them, just like my boys. They don't always listen to me. They often don't. But I know that when I send them to school,
You're not alone.
they are surrounded by adults that care and are looking out for their best interests. And it really takes a community. And I couldn't do it without everyone. So thank you.
Last but not least, Development Programmer Coordinator. For me, Amy meant we're going to make this happen title. So thanks to Amy, both Spectrum Academy schools joined in September, and I would like for you to share with the audience, can anyone join Spectrum Academy?
So, Spectrum Academy, we have North Salt Lake and Pleasant Grove. We're a charter school for students with autism. We are so grateful to be part of SODS. It has just been wonderful for our kiddos and our volunteer coaches and our staff. Starting January, when athletes can register with Special Olympics, we will gladly accept any athlete that wants to join our team. We will just grow and grow and grow. We can't wait.
So now you know a little bit more. No excuse. There's one more person, probably the most important person, to make the announcement that we have worked for 6 years for someone in his position to make. Please welcome the CEO and President of Special Olympics Utah, Mr. Scott Weaver.
I was wondering who Louis was going to introduce.
You, my friend.
I have a quick quiz. It was said tonight, give me a hard no and I'll leave you alone. Who said it? Louis van Amstel said that. It's a quote. Give me a hard no and I'll leave you alone. I'm here to say that's not true. Actually, just 1st of December, I've been here for a year with Special Olympics Utah. And in my previous position, I worked for our North America office and was involved in trying to get dance started on a national level. I landed here about December 3rd. I think December 6th, I had a message from Louis. So I haven't even got my email up and running yet, and he's calling me about dance. And he's been persistent, and that's why we're here tonight. So, Louis, on behalf of Special Olympics Utah, we appreciate he's been a great volunteer, a great person to work with, a great guy to work with. And when we met for a dinner over in Indian food at a restaurant he recommended, I said, Louis, we want to do two things. It's too early for a competition. This is new sport for us. I'd like to do two things. Have you help us do two things. That was to educate and entertain people when it comes to dance sport. So I'm hoping tonight you're leaving here both educated a little bit more about the sport, as well as found it to be an entertaining evening. I know I did, and I round of applause for all the dancers. Usually, bows. Do one of those Broadway group bows. Let me get out of the way. Let me see it. You can do it. Group bow. And I want a special thanks to Laura, who traveled all the way from Maryland. Laura, thank you. And Robert, where's Robert? Who traveled all the way from Delaware to entertain you tonight. And quickly before we get to the announcement, thank you again to Yolanda and Job's daughters for helping this evening. Ladies, a wave. I'm sorry, to Vanessa, to Job's daughter. Yolanda's back here as well. She's going to help us launch the sport in 2022. And to Louis, as he said, you have big news. If you haven't figured it out by now, you weren't paying attention this evening. Our big news is in 2022, Special Olympics Utah will be offering Dancesport as one of our official sports, adding it to our sports menu. It's more official. And I like to think that this is the road to 2025. And hopefully we will have athletes from Utah at the World Games. Right, Yolanda? Hopefully, yes, maybe we'll shoot for that. Have athletes, maybe some of you, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of you up here on stage representing Utah at the Special Olympics World Games. So on behalf of the Special Olympics Utah, I want to thank Louis and all of the dancers for entertaining us tonight, as well as educating us about the amazing sport of dance sport. So thank you for all you've done. Thank you to everyone for joining us. And Louis, I'll turn it over to you because we have one last.
Thank you, Scott.
Thank you.
Two more thank yous. Our volunteers today, not just the advertisers and setting up Vanessa, your team, but also the volunteers on the side, downstairs. Please show yourselves, all join, everyone join. Thank you, volunteers. Thank you. And the last thank you goes to you. And you who joined watching tonight. Many of you are parents, family members, siblings. Thank you for your support. But how's your butt doing? These chairs are wood. So why, can we close the door so no one can run out? Thank you. Since Scott just announced dance officially out of his mouth as the CEO, president, Special Olympics Dancesport Utah is now official. March 5th is our first competition, and we'll be doing this 4 times a year, minimum. So, to celebrate that fact, why don't you all just stand up right now and join all of us with a little movement. After all, you're part of dance sport right now. Let's first see if you have the rhythm. Everyone join me. And now the right side. Right. And we have the left side. And we go back to the right side. Back to the 70s.
was, as people were coming in, they asked if you would be, there was a few, not everyone, but a few, asked if you would be around to maybe get some photos and sign an autograph or two. Is that anybody interested? So yes, Louis will be right here. Come on up and say thank you, Louis.
Well, thank you, I'm humbled. This is the best lighting, so if you don't mind, we'll do it right here on the stage. Again, I hope you had a great time. You learned something about Special Olympics Dancesport. And hopefully next year you're all joining. Thank you very much.